Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? If you're new here, my name is Dani Christine. I am a multi-site childcare business owner, consultant, and a digital content creator on childcaresites.com, where you can find resources for childcare professionals such as yourself. Whether you're just getting started in the childcare industry or if you have been in it for a long time and are looking for ways to improve your systems, or if you have multiple childcare centers like I do in commercial properties, there are tons of resources for you available on childcaresites.com. Resources such as private video consultations that you can book directly with me. You can also find different videos like this one, or even courses such as the one that I released back in January of this year called 5 Steps to Start a 5-Star Childcare Business. And being that we're 2 months away from the anniversary of that course releasing, which I'm still so proud of, I wanted to celebrate a little by giving 25% off that course for the next month. So from November 1st, 2021 to November 30th, 2021, please go ahead and grab that course for 25% off if you are interested in starting a childcare business at all, whether it's home, center, or in an apartment building, or whatever type of childcare program you are interested in starting up. That course can help. And if you are in the beginning stages, let's say you just opened your own program, that course can still help put you on the right track with making sure you start with quality. I will be releasing another course this upcoming January, so in about just 2 months from now, you will get access to another one that will cover a different topic that I am not ready to share just yet. But in the meantime, if you haven't already gotten 5 steps to start a 5-star childcare business, scroll down to the description and click the link there to purchase your copy of it for 25% off. Now, I know it has been a minute since I posted on this YouTube channel, and many of you have been very patiently waiting for updates on my 3rd childcare center startup journey. This past summer, if you don't know, we began the process of opening our 3rd childcare center, and we completed that process. We actually got licensed the day after Labor Day, and we've been operating for the past 2 months, and we're a little over 50% capacity, which is awesome. I am going to be bringing you up to speed, I promise. I'm bringing you up to speed on everything that has happened since my last video about that process. Up until now, that video is releasing on Thursday, but in this video, I just wanted to do something for me. This video is purely out of selfishness. I really just wanted to take a trip down memory lane. I kind of get this way towards the end of every year as we approach December, as I'm sure many people do. But I was very I was reflecting on how I got started, and that's really because I'm still in disbelief about where we are today. Like my childcare center, my first one, started in 2017, March of 2017. So we're coming on 5 years, but are not exactly there just yet. And already we have 3 centers, and you heard it here first, working on number 4. Like, it's unbelievable at times. And the other day, my dad texted me this picture, and I took this picture, I believe, maybe within the first few weeks of having my home daycare program. If you don't know, I started home daycare back in the summer of 2014 in New York before I started up my first center, 3 years before. And this picture was only 7.5 years ago, a little over 7 years ago, and look at where we are today. It's just because of that, I wanted to reflect on this video that I posted to my home daycare business YouTube page back in 2014. I will probably be cringing throughout this video because it was so long ago, and I was 20. I was 20 years old. I didn't really have I feel like, and I could be wrong, I feel like I didn't really have a professional creative direction when it came to YouTube video production, and I, for whatever reason, thought that this video was going to get me more enrollment. It didn't, spoiler alert. But I think in my mind I thought that people in my area are gonna watch this YouTube video and enroll with me. No. I will say that I do think it's important that you have some form of video, whether that be a YouTube channel or your website has a video library space where you can upload videos that are that are professional, and I don't mean with a photographer or videographer or anything like that, but it could be something shot on your iPhone, but it's just crisp and clear and a nice background and good audio. They can hear you well. There's not a lot going on. Different videos like that you can upload to your website, and certain website hosting platforms or whoever creates your website should be able to take YouTube videos and create a channel on your website. Or that's a whole different, I'll do a different video about that. But I'm not saying that creating videos and putting them on YouTube for your childcare business is bad. I'm saying putting it on YouTube and then thinking that was going to help you alone with your enrollments and not having a purpose of where that video is going to be placed, that's not great. But anyway, we can cover that in a different video topic. But let's get into this tour. Watch it with me.
Welcome to the virtual tour of...
Oh my goodness. These two kids were the first children that I had enrolled at my program. Their mom was walking by the daycare one day and immediately enrolled. She lived around the corner from the program, so it was very convenient for her. And I remember this family vividly because it was the first, they started my business. It was validation that me leaving my job at the time was the right decision, and clearly there was someone that saw value in something that I created and wanted to enroll. Amazing.
Upon entering our facility, the first thing you will see is those stairs.
I'll say that also I sound disgusting. I sound like I had a cold. I probably did. I sound like I'm laying down and that I don't want to do this video, which is also probably true, but I should have did better. And why did I start with showing my shoes? Come on.
Directly to the right of those stairs is the front desk area where parents can meet with the owner and have somewhat of a private area to discuss things with her. We keep our front desk organized. After registration, each child will receive this yellow folder, which is used as a communication tool between the daycare and the parents.
I think I was doing a little bit too much explaining. I don't think it mattered what I was using the folder for. Not in the video. If I was using this video to post on this YouTube channel and explain to you guys what I do or how I conduct my business, yes, show the folder. But the parents that are watching this to take a tour of the program, they don't need to see that.
Organized so that parents will be able to easily access
not the zoom in on the tabs.
The medical, our school supply list, our field trip form, and any other forms necessary for registration.
Could have also got my nails done.
After registration, all children will also receive a Big Steps Prep t-shirt that will be used for field trips. We also have displayed at the front all of our certifications such as health and training and CPR and first aid. Here you can see our schedule for the day, as well as an easily accessible printer and copier for forms for the parents. We also have a wall here where parents can see any notices that we leave for them. So let's take a tour into the actual classroom. Here you see two students that arrived a little early today. They are just so adorable. Here's our dramatic play area. In this area, we allow our students to really get a chance to copy what they see mommies and daddies and older brothers and sisters doing. They'll also get a chance to do those things in a safe manner and learn through play. Here you can see our cubby area when the children come.
I will say that I know that there are many things that I could have done better to improve the structure, like the way that the daycare was set up. It was never my thing. Classroom setup, never my thing. Even before I started my own business, when I was working in a different daycare program, hated it. Did not enjoy setting up classrooms. But I think that my first layout was kind of cute. So this space that you're looking at is the first floor of a 3-level house. I had a basement, a first floor, and a second floor. And the first floor, the area that the daycare is in, the big area that's here is the living room, and the pink wall back there is the kitchen, and then to the left of that is the dining room, the dining area, I think. So basically I had no first floor level. It was just all daycare.
In this art area, we give our students a chance to be creative and express themselves. They can paint, color with markers and crayons or colored pencils, play with Play-Doh, draw, or do anything they'd like. Here are our sleeping cots that they will be sleeping on. And here are just some random toys that they can use during free play. We do like to discuss
random toys. If you are thinking about doing a tour video for your families to incentivize them to enroll in your program, maybe don't call things random. There needs to be an intention behind every item that you have the children having access to. Why is that toy there? What type of play? a whole nother video. Okay, keep going.
Play some of our children's artwork if we don't send it home. Once your child reaches 3 years old, they will be given these 3 workbooks to work on throughout the entire year. We are now entering our circle time / quiet / infant area. Over here is where our infants will be sleeping.
Circle time / quiet / infant area. And I'm not gonna lie, that's exactly what it was, because as you can see, I had little to no space to work with, and that space was licensed for 16 children. Okay, so it was basically like one big room and one little room right next to each other, and big it's not that big either. So as the years went by, we figured out a better flow. But yeah, wow.
Here are some books for our children to read. This is the diaper changing area. And over here is our learning / circle time area. Circle time will be held every single day, and we'll be giving the students a chance to review their name, address, birthday, their letters, colors, numbers, shapes, and all that good stuff. Here is our kitchen area, which is blocked by this safety gate. Our kitchen is 100% child-proof, even though we do not really allow students in there. But you can still see we'd rather be safe than sorry. We have these protective barriers over the stove knobs. Then we also have child-proof locks on our cabinets and drawers, such as this. You cannot pull the cabinets or drawers open. You have to carefully push the lock in and out. So let's take a walk back into the classroom area and I'll show you guys our restroom. We only have one restroom, but it is also childproof, so when a student has to use the bathroom, they have to ask a teacher and a teacher will help them go.
I think it's interesting that I'm like really focused on how to use the child-proof items, like the doorknob cover, the stove knob cover, and the cabinet safety lock. Like, I do think it's important to emphasize and to show how you protect the children's safety, but it looks like I'm doing a demo of these child-proof materials.
Our bathroom does have one toilet and one sink, which is always kept clean. And we do use a potty seat and a step stool, as you can see there. Our soap dispenser is an automatic soap dispenser so that we can eliminate all the germs that you may catch in a bathroom. So that's all for our Big Steps prep tour. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel because we will have more videos coming out soon. And thanks so much for watching.
How cute. I do think that was really, I put a lot of thought into it and it shows that it's thoughtful. But it could have been executed a whole lot better. But please don't judge me. I didn't know any better. I was 20 years old. This was the first business that I was running on my own, and I did what I could with what I had, and look at me now. And I really I meant that as a joke, but in all honesty, that is something that I tell most of my clients that come to me for consultations. Some people think that they need hundreds of thousands of dollars to get started in this industry. And depending on what you're trying to do, yeah, you might. Quite honestly, you might. But if you just want to get started, do what you can where you are with what you have, and that should really, you should progress in your journey to get to where you actually see yourself being one day, and then some. Like, I don't at the time that I made this video, you think someone could have told me that 7 years later she was gonna have 3 child care centers in commercial properties? I would have called you crazy. But it goes to show that just hard work and faith and honestly having a good support system is super helpful. I had my parents, I had my friends, I was still in school. So I was 20 years old when I started, so I was entering my senior year of my undergrad experience. So I had some professors that knew what I was doing, maybe just 1 or 2, and definitely had help from friends with, like, whenever I couldn't be there, I was able to employ some of my friends, which was really awesome and cool. And of course I had my parents, like I said, and family that were willing to help. And I'm so grateful for all of the experiences that I had that led me to where I am today. And I want to be there for those of you that might not have any support system. So please, 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 if you haven't already, join our group on Facebook. It's called Childcare Clubhouse. So go to Facebook and type in the group search bar Childcare Clubhouse. And also you feel free to book a consultation with me at your own convenience on childcaresites.com. You can book directly with me to speak to me one-on-one in a video consultation. Scroll down in the bottom of this video and it will take you directly to book with me. And then lastly, please do not forget about my course that is now 25% off, 5 steps to start a 5-star childcare business. And I do go over tips that you can use whether you're starting a home daycare or a center. As I mentioned before, I currently run 3 childcare centers, but I started, as you can see, in this tiny space in my home. And after this, I actually, I started my first center while I was still in this house, but I have a whole other story and experience about how I had to quickly move out of this house and move my home daycare business to a different house. If you want to hear that story, leave it in the comments below. If I told it already, please let me know in the comments below. I feel like I've been talking to so many people about my startup experiences lately that I can't remember who I said what to. So if I had never told you guys about why I needed to move my home daycare to a different house, leave it in the comments below and I'll be happy to share it with you. Now that this video is done, please be sure to head on over to childcaresites.com and take advantage of all the goodies there. Stay tuned for the next video where you will get all caught up on center number 3's startup process and my journey with that. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.